Hey guys, so I want to, talk because I'm feeling just really insecure right now about what's going on in my life, and um, like it's funny. It's funny how fiction can translate to real life. Because as you know, I'm wearing this hat because I'm a Catcher in the Rye fan, but it's interesting because I went to 4 colleges myself, and I left all of them just because I'm struggling to figure out my path right now, and I'm, it feels very lonely. This past week, I'm trying to find things to be productive, and um, I know it's not good to stay in your house, you know, for the rest of the day. But it's hard to not do that when you don't really have anything else to do. Um, and it's making me kind of scared of what my plans are going to be in the future because of my situation. It's difficult because I'm neurodiverse myself, and that goes with some challenges. And I've experimented with so many different things up to this point, and I still don't understand uh, what exactly I'm supposed to do to be a member of society, but Holden mocks society because I always clap for the wrong things. That's what he says. So it's honestly difficult. It's really, I just feel like I'm in a crossroads right now. That's really the bottom line of what I'm trying to express. Is I don't really feel like there's somebody out there that can help me in my situation other than the Lord himself, which is really somebody that I'm trying to lean on. It's very difficult sometimes, um, but like that's all I can do really. Everything now is in God's hands. um, you know uh, I'm obviously doing the creative things. I mean, I thank everybody who likes and subscribes to my channel. I really like that. Um, but it's sometimes I just feel like I need to I need to do something else. The YouTube thing. It's it can happen. Definitely, there's always a chance, but you're supposed to um, find something else to do to be productive. But I can't because of a couple of reasons. One, the job market. I mean, everybody knows this already. Job market right now is so crappy right now, and trying to go through ZipRecruiter or Indeed, you need like 1 to 2 years of some kind of experience that you don't have. I don't have any relevant experience, and I obviously don't have a degree right now because I experimented with 4 phony different colleges, and they cannot really help me out. It feels super lonely, not gonna lie, and it's depressing because I'm stuck in my room, and trying to look for human connection, and you're not talking with anybody. It's very difficult. Really, I'm taking this time to really just talk to God. Just trying to find some solace. Connecting with Him. It's very difficult when your flesh is saying that you're just in your house all the time and not really being productive or anything. It's just really difficult right now for me. It doesn't feel good. At least I'm in the park right now. still wondering where those ducks are. But at least it's a sunny day. I don't have to worry when it's cold, when, the pond starts to freeze and, the ducks aren't there anymore. So at least the ducks are gonna be here still. It's April, so that's nice to know. But yeah, like trying to become like an adult, having your own responsibilities is so difficult. Especially when you don't really have a first step, because as I mentioned, the job market's cruddy right now, and I can't really make that first step because there's literally no jobs that I'm really eligible for, even for jobs like in retail, like at Starbucks and Target. I tried applying to those places and didn't get anything. So this is the situation I'm in. I'm really trying to stay with my faith. It's really difficult. I'm in, like, sometimes the way the world thinks and kind of what God thinks, they don't really coalesce very well, because my unhappiness and my unfulfillment stems from not being productive, right? And all the material kind of things like money and status and stuff like that. But God actually doesn't care how much money you have or how much status you have. Like that's the interesting thing, is how 1 John, right? Do not love the world, right? Do not love the ways of the world. Like, the most successful people in this world, I don't think they're going to be saved, because they don't have Jesus. They don't have Jesus Christ to like help them out. Like they're not sanctified with his blood that he sacrificed on the cross. So they got all this money, they have all this glamour, but are they gonna be are they righteous in the eyes of God? When they die and they see him in the afterlife, what's gonna happen to them? They're gonna be in the pit of hell because they rejected him. Like Jesus made it very, very simple, actually, on how how we were able to gain salvation. It's faith in Jesus Christ, really. Faith in Jesus Christ, believing that he existed and that he died for us. Like, he's the most humble person in the world. Like, literally, like, God could have done anything. God is all powerful. God can do anything. But what he literally chose to do is turn himself into a human. And that's Jesus. Jesus is God in the flesh. So, it's the most humble thing you can do. And, it's so difficult to get to his level. Nobody can get to his level. That's the thing. Nobody can get to Jesus' level. Romans chapter 3, verse 10, right? As it is written, no one is righteous. Not even one. No one is righteous. So, nobody can get to his level. But that's why he died on the cross. Honestly, I like, in a sense, like, I feel like I'm showing my pride in this video. It's good to vent. Like, honestly, it's good to just talk about what you're feeling, what your emotions are, what you're going through, right? But but it's difficult, right? Like, yeah, I say I'm showing my pride because I'm focusing on what I'm feeling, right? What my emotions are telling me, right? What I've experienced, me trying to understand what I've experienced and how I got to this point. Like, it's definitely a lot. So just pray for me and hope that I can find solace. Like, it's difficult. But like, it is a very sunny day though, I will say. I simply decided to, like, go out here in the park not knowing what to expect, and it turns out that it's actually a really, really sunny and beautiful day today. So maybe, I don't know, it does say in Romans 1:20 that everything that we literally see, from the grass to the skies, everything that we see, is proof that God exists. So we don't have any excuse when, we do see him in the afterlife and say that we didn't know him. But everything that we're seeing here, it's God, literally. So yeah, like, you don't want to rely on too much on your own understanding. That's another thing too. Like, it's opportunity for God to make something happen. I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. Like, it's my pride coming in, right? But, like, it could be, the writing, or really this YouTube channel, or really just the creative stuff that I'm doing, really just the writing and the YouTube videos and everything. Like, I think that may be the answer. That may be, but it may not. Because it's all in God's hands, and I don't have any control at this point. Like, it's no. I don't. There's no point in trying to theorize it. But like, something else too, right? Like, God wants us to make him the number one priority, right, in our life. That's another thing. If you're resting your fulfillment and your contentment on something other than God, whether it's a job or somebody, maybe it could be some girl you like or some guy you like, or like really just anything that you take to a higher standard above God, like, it's idolatry. Like, that's another realization that I'm finding out, is like, I'm basing my own self-worth on things that are material of this world, right? And that is not what God wants us to do. God wants us to have him as the center of our attention. And that's not easy. It's not easy, especially with, given my experience dealing with institutions and stuff. So, yeah. It's difficult. Just hope that, I can try to reconcile all this. And I'm luckily, it's interesting. I think, I talked a lot about God in this video. Maybe I'm not the perfect representation of Holden Caulfield, because he, even in the book, he did say that, like, he is kind of an atheist. So I do, like, if you do, like, there is a part in the book where Holden actually talks about the Bible, and he talked about how there's this part in the book of Mark about the demon possessed man, whom Jesus ended up healing. And Holden actually talked about that scene in The Catcher in the Rye. But the thing that really catches your eye is how he relates to the demon-possessed man more than the apostles. But that's because he himself feels like he has a demon inside of him that is making him depressed and sad about the society that he's living in. Compared to the apostles, who he thinks are more larger than life, and that he can't relate. I mean, Holden is the most down-to-earth person you can meet. So that is a big thing that I found out. I have to go. A friend of mine texted me, so I hope I can. This is just me talking my spiel. I just hope that you can pray for me. Hopefully, figure out the sign, figure out my answers. Right? Figure out what I'm supposed to do here. So, okay, peace out. And yeah, if you didn't like or subscribe, you're a big fat phony. So yeah.